lights on. Turn the lights on. Hello, everyone. Whenever you get in here. Hey, Boots Mama. Welcome. Hope your Saturday is going good, good, good. Hello, Dawn. Ears popping. You made it. Nice. Hello, hello. How are y'all? I made it too. A little late, but I made it. Ridiculous. And it's like 70 something degrees. It's just crazy. Let's see, what is it? Yes. Crazy. Crazy. Yes, I am. Can y'all hear me okay? Because I was messing with my computer and I forgot to go in and check my volume. Should have done that before I started, but I forgot to go look. Okay, good. And then my computer updated, and every time it updates, it loses its mind. And I'm not quite sure why they make you update your computer and then it loses its mind after you've updated it. And then it makes me lose mine. So there we go. Trying to figure crap out again. Crap out, messes stuff up. It's still gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to fix that. Goodness. I would have looked at that the whole time I was live. It drove me nuts. Yeah. Yep. Just like, yeah, I know. It's crazy. My phone, I think it was it was this computer. When it updated, it screwed so much stuff up. And when I say screwed so much stuff up, I had to get a new debit card. That's how bad it had somehow a charge got put on my card that I did not even do. And I had to get a whole new debit card. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So the next time I update, I'm going to be scared. I'm going to be scared I do an update. Oh, Running Gray, what happened? Did one of the baby girls sick? Oh, okay, good, good. I meant to check my, like I said, my volume, but I forgot to do that. Hello, rabbit holes. I hope you're doing better. I know the weather's rough for y'all out there. At least you get. Tinsel has made her appearance. Hello, everyone. Here's Tinsel. Um, I know the weather's been bad. Lost your electricity. I'm glad you got it back. It's just hot and humid here. I'm afraid we're gonna get another daggone tornado. No, y'all. Tinsel acts like I just came in here. I have been in here for like 3 hours. she she is acting like I have not been in here all day. Don't let her fool you. They know somebody different's not that somebody's missing from the house, so they pick up on that stuff. 38. Yeah. Well, I wish it was cooler here because it's just ridiculous. Little girl. Hello, Miss Claudia. Yeah, Yeah. They know when is missing out of the house. My pit, when I come out here, he sits at the gate because the fence, because my shed is come back in the house, or he'll bark, or he'll dig and whine, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just like, I'm 20 feet away. I'll be in a little bit, but he just freaks out the whole time. Am I buffering? Am I? If I'm buffering, y'all, please let me know. I had the worst weather and the best connection, so I can't. I don't even know about this place half the time. Did I miss anybody coming in? I don't think I did. So has everybody got their Christmas shopping done? I'm glad I'm on this side of the screen. You cannot throw anything at me if you have not. If you have not got anything done, you cannot throw anything at me. Okay, buffering a little and I came back. Okay. I've got the oh, Dawn's laughing. She has not got her Christmas done. Look at her. Donnie, she's laughing. But you make your stuff, so it takes a little longer. You make your stuff, right? You do the personal making. You don't shop. Yeah, you make your stuff. I know. If you make any, if you do Christmas, you make it, I'm sure. Oh, the new Hallmark Rudolph ornament? That's all you've done? Yeah, yeah. I've got my grandkids in Virginia done, and theirs is shipped. So theirs is done. And I've almost got the grandkids here done. Yeah, that's how I do mine because I learned being military, you learn that Amazon Prime is your friend, very much your friend, because they will ship all of that stuff for you. And so it's easier, much easier. You make your Christmas cards? Yeah. Oh, I used to make mine. I don't have time now. Most of my cards, if you get a Christmas card for me, it's going to have a critter on it, most probably, or a chicken or a farm. Mainly mine is a critter on it. Right. Yep. That's how we do ours. Because last year they were in Hawaii because they're also military. So last year they were in Hawaii. So Amazon, and before that they were in California. So it is so much better, isn't it? Yeah. I still have my kids' stuff on the that I put on the tree. Some of it's I can't put it on there anymore because it's just old, and you can't hang it up no more or something. And there's still some stuff I got left, and they'll come. My youngest one, she's like, "Mom, you still hanging that stuff on your tree?" I'm like, "Yep." Till it disintegrates, I will hang it up on my tree. Yeah, I could do that. Yep. Of all the horses, I'd have to do it at feeding time, running Gray, because the only time the horses are like close enough for pictures like that together, they stay like two or three close together, but they stay kind of spread out, so you'd have to take a big picture, of them. But the chickens are always together. Next year, I may do that. Although getting them to wear a Santa's hat would not be good. Okay, Claudia, I'll text it to you. Or I can probably give it to you tomorrow. Oh, there's Andrea. Hey, Andrea. I take my. I don't know how people keep up with the chat that goes really fast because I never have to worry about slowing my chat down. But I lose. Like if I take my eye off, I have to go back and find people. You right. They do know that and what time the feed bucket's coming out too. They do, especially the donkey. He lets everybody know it's supper time. I should make a calendar with them. I think we might. I don't know for sure, but I feel we might have a new edition coming up this spring. Hey, Nikki, you watching your soccer? You watching the footy? Yep. How are they doing? Do I want to ask? I may not want to ask. You're working on bracelets? Okay. All right. That's okay. I do both. I've been on lives before with the Saints. Girl, if they own, I'm going to watch them. I'm just here to say, I hear you. I hear you. I don't hold it against nobody that's sporting and on here too. Yes, ma'am. Oh, do you have 13 donkeys? We have a mini donkey and a mini mule. And our mini mule is from our mini donkey and our mini mare. And so they have Duke, and he does not know whether he wants to bray or neigh, so he does both of them. He starts out with a neigh and ends with a bray. I can't even, I don't even know how to describe it to you. That's the only way. Hi from Belgium. Welcome. Belgium, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Of each group and have an array to choose from. That's true, I could. Then send the leftovers next year. Yep. My husband's always wanted to get a little cart and put them in the parade, but there's only one lady around us that does that trains them to do that, and I think ours are just a little bit too tall. Oh yeah, we have. Well, we did lose my two bannies. I lost those. Um, those were my babies. Those were Jewel and Sydney. Something got them last night before last. Something got them. So my husband's not going to get me anymore until we get. They were in a different coop than hens and roosters because they're small, and something got in there and got them. So we got to fix it. And they just ate their heads. I was like, my husband come in and I'm like, why? I don't know why he feels the need to describe it to me, but he's like, they got your bannies, and he said that just makes me mad. They didn't eat all of them; they just ate their heads. I'm like, well, I could have done without that, but anyways, so I don't know. He said maybe a possum. He said maybe a raccoon, but I, I don't know why they would do that. But oh, that's what it was. Only ate their head, and that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they wouldn't eat. But anyway, so he's got to fix that, so that won't happen again. Man at a coffee shop. Yeah, Jay. Now he knows the time of day he's going to get fed, and he will start braying if I'm on here at like I don't. I've been on here before 4:30 before, and I think some people have heard him braying. Um, all of mine are rescued except for two, and that's the two babies that have been born since I've gotten them. So I've got Duke as the mule, and he's from my mini mare and mini donkey. And then Sundance was born 2 years ago, Easter, and she's from my mini mare and another one of the studs. So, but all the rest of them, we rescued them. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but and they're so little. They were bannies, so they were like little, like this tall, and they had feathers on their feet. They were the silky bannies. Man had a coffee shop. That's the perfect. That's the perfect description. It is. It's the perfect description. I know he is a met. He is sometimes he'll like if he sees me coming, he'll bray and then he'll stop in the mid bray. I'm like, that's not fair. I mean, just because you see me coming, you got my attention, see me coming. I mean, could you not finish it out? I mean, that's not fair. Yeah, they are so cute. They had little feathers on their feet, and he was so cute because you would go out there and he'd do that little side thing like he's gonna get you. I'm like, Sydney, please, please, you're not you're not gonna get me. You're not scaring me. I'm still gonna reach in here and take care of everything for you. Tinsel has already been in here, Nikki. You have missed her. She came over and paraded around. I've been in here since like 11, and she's been all in here talking and everything. And then she went away, and then she came back right after I got started live, and then she went away again. I don't know where she's at now, but she was up here earlier. She's probably up in the loft looking down. Yeah, pantaloon. Ooh, yeah. Did you try to put some on her? Hey, I was gonna put some pantaloons on pantalones on Sydney, but I never could catch him where I could put them on him. I could catch her, but I never could catch him to put the pantalones on him. I said, I'm gonna need to get an apron and put on her. Pantalones. Pantalones, vent fans, and popos. Rabbit holes made you say it? Oh, yeah. Well, Robin's not here, so rabbit holes has to be the one getting in trouble. She's taking Robin's place since Robin can't be here. Somebody's got to stir the pot or stir the pants or pull down the pants or something. Oh. You're behaving today? Why, Dawn? That's no fun. All right, Nikki, are you laughing because Dawn said today? Oh my goodness. Bullshit. Sounded good, didn't it, Dawn? Sounded good. So I wanted to tell everybody that I have caught up on most of my requests for the missing cases. So I have one more that I have a couple. One of them is not like a person. Um it's like a well, it is a person, but it's kind of like it is a person, but it's uh I'll have to do it and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But the other one, I do have two, and they are Native American. I want to do one is see if I can find his name. Um He is from Wisconsin, Hudson, Wisconsin. And he's from the Ho Chunk tribe. I want to do one on him. He's missing. He hasn't been missing long. He went missing in November. So I want to do one on him. And then someone has asked me if I would do the Idaho 4. And I think I will. I know there's a lot of controversy around the Idaho 4, but I think that I will do a reading because I've done a few just me and not just to kind of connect and not to put it out there because I always like to connect before I do one and put it out there. And so I think I will put it out there. I'm also going to do a follow up on summer. Because I was asked would I do a follow up on summer, and it's been over a month. So in the next week or so, a couple of weeks ago, so I'll probably be doing an update on summer. But if there is some case that you want, I do have one more in here. But if there is a case that you want me to look at, drop it in one of my comments or drop it here, or if you messenger me, you can messenger me, text me. There's a few murder cases that have been done and the people have been arrested or was let go because there was enough evidence, and I might do some on them just to see. They're old cases, but if there's anything really that you really want done a case on, let me know. Screaming at the TV. Oh my good. How are you self-muting in front of the kids? Good job. Good job, Nikki. Was found a few months ago. Well, that's good. How is that the one you were talking about was missing for so long? I kind of feel like there's two different things I want to do. I for some reason I'm feeling to the need to do an update on Dylan Rounds. I'm not really sure why I feel the need to do that, but I feel the need to do an update on him. And I also there's two different videos that I will probably do on summer. One is an update, and then the other one is going to be a little different that I plan to do on summer. And both of his parents passed away before he was found, didn't they? And I see so many missing people now, and I don't know if it's because that's what I'm doing a lot of, videos on missing people. Um, but if you go, I don't know if you go to Arctic Fox, if you've ever heard of Arctic Fox, that's what they do. They do missing people, and they'll put flyers up, and they keep you posted on cases and stuff. And sometimes I go to Arctic Fox, and I will get missing people. I'll go through their missing people, and if I feel a pull to them, I'll go. But that's what Arctic Fox does. They put missing people up there. So it may be because I have him on my YouTube and I see it a lot, but I just feel like I'm seeing it more now. Maybe it's because of social media. Oh, I know. 7. I feel for the other video that I want to do on summer and I won't. I guess I won't say it here because I don't. I don't want. I won't say it here because I don't want. I just don't want to. I just don't want to put out there yet. The kind of the other video that I'm gonna do. The second one I am gonna do on her is just an update on her, but then I have a third one I want to do, and the origins of it I won't say right now because I want to do it before I say anything about it. You know, I was just thinking that Running Gray Wolf that I feel like they had a lot to do with him being found because they're both gone and then he was found. And so I was just that was just crossing my mind as you type that in there that they may have had some hand in that. Yep. Yeah, I sometimes I'll get the pull for videos I've already done, and I get it at the weirdest times of the day. Especially if I get it when I'm home and I can do it, I'll come right out here with the video. But if I get it when I'm at my daughter's house and I'm like, so then I feel the pull, and then later, but I've been feeling the pull to do an update on her. So I'm going to do an update on her. And I don't know why Dylan Rounds, um, for some reason that popped in my head today that there needed to be an update. And I've done two on him already. So this will be the third one. Yes, I bet it was. I bet it was yeah. It would have been most important to me too. Yeah. Claudia, they found him. Was it like did that have was it foul play or was it a, just an accident? Do they know yet? Have they said what happened to him? Yep. No, they have not. Yeah. May take a little bit. Yeah. At least he was found, I tell you. There's so many that are not. So many that are not found, and it's so sad because even if it's not bringing closure to like family members because they may be gone, the family members may not be gone. Um, it would let that person's spirit rest that they're found. He was buried. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Hello, Cotton Candy. How are you, love? That's my girl. Love you. Love you. Hope you're having a good day. I seen you putting your new videos on your channel. I'm glad you got it back. Damn people. I was just telling them. I don't know if you came in time, Cotton, that I'm going to do a I can't even talk. I was going to do a update on Summer's video, and I have a third one in mind for her video too that I'm going to do for Summer. I know it's been crazy, but they can't defeat you. They just don't know. They don't know who they're messing with. I don't know why they try. I don't know why they try. I don't know. Oh. I'm glad you're good, Ronnie. I hope you're feeling good. Hope nobody's sick. I've had enough of sick. The flu, the virus. I had enough. I hope it goes the other direction for me. Yes, I know. Beautiful summer. Yes. I just feel like there's two two I feel like I need to do for her, and I'm gonna in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna put those out. The third one might the third one I put out about her might um make a few of people mad, but well, that's because they're doing wrong. They just that's just so stupid. I mean, they try to take your channel down doing it, and they lie about it and strike you for the wrong reasons and not the reason, and it's not even true. So you're gonna get it back because you do it the right way, and they're being stupid. They'll eventually learn, I would think. I don't know. This is YouTube. people people don't learn very well on YouTube, I don't think. I got my bracelets today. You're right, it does. It does rabbit holes, yep. You cannot fix stupid. This is true, Dawn. You can try, but it's not gonna. Yes, yeah. I don't. I think they sometimes when they get in their idea that this is the end of all ends, but there's a couple of creators that all that they have done, and they're still they're still on YouTube. I don't even know what they think they're doing. Right? Don't even waste your time. Yep. I mean, there's people that creators are on YouTube that don't even need to be on YouTube, and they're still here. Coffee, yes, coffee. Coffee in the middle of the day. I like coffee in the middle of the day. And I said I was not going shopping today. I've been out twice this week, and I'm not a go out and be around people person anyway. And so 2 days was enough for me. So I said, if I didn't get it in the last two times I went out, I'm not getting it. So I'm staying home. Shopping is not something I like to do. But Starbucks coffee would sound really good right now. But I don't have a Starbucks. The closest Starbucks to me is like an hour away. On your other channel? Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, you built that up really quick. Yeah, you did. But people, I like both your channels, and people like you. So I don't know what these other people are thinking. I mean, you have good content on your stuff. I don't know. Zero Christmas shopping? Yeah. Most of mine's been on Amazon. I'm not gonna lie. Most of mine's been on Amazon. Um, but and I did go out and get the grandkids some um like Tractor Supply. I went and got some stuff, but I cannot do the mall. I'm like um people. I cannot be around people like that. What? Your chicken wasn't cooked all the way at Cracker Barrel? Mm, I know you do. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. They can't do that because they're wrong and you're right. So in the end, they're just going to, you're just going to come back anyway. So it doesn't matter, dumbasses. Sugar frappe venti almond milk. Oh my God. I didn't know they made a sugar cookie frappe. Oh, Lordy. I love Cracker Barrel too. I haven't been there in a while. Amazon, yep. You ain't got to deal with people. Yeah, I don't like people either. Honestly, that's why I have a farm with misfits on it because that's how I am. I'm a misfit too. So we fit good together. Did you send it back, Claudia? Did they give you they should have gave your meal free. Yes, it can make you sick. You can get salmonella poisoning from or salmonella, I don't know if it's called poisoning, but you can get salmonella from it. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, doing it all online. Yep. Gosh, can you imagine having stock in Amazon right now? Whew. Okay, Dawn. What we having for dinner? What's for supper? What's for supper, Dawn? Uh, more chicken. Lord, why would you want more chicken after they just tried to poison you? God. Oh. I did some of mine Good Friday, Black Friday on Amazon. Um, I didn't even go on Cyber Monday and check, but I kind of feel like they kind of trick you because that some of those deals they're still there when you go like a week later. Yeah, I can't. I take on. That's why I can't go to too many places. I take on other people's stuff. That's why I usually have my bracelets on. That's how busy and crazy this weekend's been. I usually have my bracelets on. They're my um, protection bracelets, and I definitely don't leave the house without those. But I absorb too much. I'll eat fries, but I had. Oh yeah, right. Shopping on. Oh yeah. Yep. I don't get nothing thrown at me. I don't get no carts ran over me. I don't get pushed and I don't get shoved. I don't have nobody sneezing on me, coughing on me. I'm not touching a cart where somebody just wiped their nose and touched it. Ugh. Yeah, he was wanting to leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't. I can't. I cannot. I don't go to the movie theater. I haven't been in the movie theater and since my daughter was like eighth grade, probably the youngest one. I just I don't know what they've done in those chairs. They sit in them. There's kids. There's teenagers. I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they were wearing when they sat in the chair. I don't know what the people behind me are doing. I don't. I mean, I don't know what's on the floor, and now it's on my shoe, and then I got to go home with it on my shoe. Mm. I don't go. I don't go. I don't go to the theater. Right? Yeah, yeah. With all the other stuff, not counting all the gross stuff. Just like yeah, because I had the flu, and that was going around, and then my Ronnie, my grandkids all had the flu. My daughter and her grandkids all had the flu, so I had the flu because I keep them. And then I got over that. I've been over that about a week, and I went to church, and the older couple in front of me said, "Oh, we just got over the stomach virus." I was like, and then the couple behind me like, "Oh yeah, we did too." So I was like in the middle. I was like, they were people behind me had the virus, people in front of me had the virus. I was like, and so 24 hours later, guess who has the virus? Me. So I'm like, see, this is why I don't go out. Yeah. Yep. I see what you're saying, rabbit holes. Yep. Right, Don. That's another. See, that's another thing. Another way to look at it. Sit in a dark room, people you don't know. Yeah, you don't know what those people are doing. I mean, you don't know what their intentions are. Do they really want to come in there and watch the movie? Is that really what they're doing? Are they lurking? Are they trying to see who they can follow to the parking lot? See, I can't do it. Mm-mm, I can't do it. Now here where I live, it's tiny. I mean, we have one theater, and it's probably the oldest theater. I don't know if it's the oldest theater in Louisiana. I know it's the oldest theater in Northeast Louisiana, and it's one movie. It's the original theater. It's one movie. It's got like you enter from two different sides, but it's just one movie. You know, you got to park around the courthouse square, and there's a little. So the odds of that happening at this theater are probably slim to none, but still, I'm still not going. Yeah, this one I went to it when I was a teenager, growing up, because I didn't think about things I think now. And I remember seeing Purple Rain there, and Urban Cowboy, and and Staying Alive. I remember seeing all those there. And then after I left, it was closed. I think because it needed renovating. So the historian that he finally got funds and they restored it. And so now it's original like it was when I was a teenager. When you walk in, it's the same kind of seats. They just restored it and back to what it's supposed to be. But yeah, I don't think he ever really closed. I think maybe he did. I don't, like I said, I don't remember about that part of it because I don't go, and I don't live in town. I live out of town. I live in a little village outside of town, so I don't, unless I have to go in, and we don't have nothing in our town, so usually I don't go. The Lion King. I was trying to remember the last movie I went to. I went to the movie with my daughter and her friend and her friend's mom, but I can't remember the movie. But she was like in eighth grade, I think, and she's 31 now. Nikki is watching her soccer game. I wonder if they're winning. We'll see if she's lurking. She'll say something. We'll see if Nikki's lurking. Nikki, are you lurking, Nikki? How long have I been on? About 15 more minutes, and then we'll. So, me, did it quit raining at least? Rabbit holes, did it quit raining? Is it still raining, or is it just kind of now? What is it? Oh, that's what you're gonna make. Didn't I ask you like 15 minutes ago, Dawn? I'm just kidding. Taco salad for you and Stephanie, and manwich for your dad. Yeah, taco salad sounds pretty good. I don't know what I'm having. My husband, I'm sure, would appreciate it if I'd make something, but hmm. Oh, it's not as windy. That's good. That's good. Grizzly Adams. Oh my gosh, must have been dollar day or special price. Yeah, yeah. I for as a teenager, that's kind of the last movies I remember going to were like, the John Travolta movies and Prince and over the place. Yeah. I missed something. What I miss? Oh yeah, Grizzly Adams. Yeah, my husband still likes those. Like he'll watch and I'm not a movie person, so I don't really care to sit down and watch movies. I'm just I watch things like I watch mysteries and stuff like that on TV, but I'm not like a movie drama movie person. But he'll go watch the what is it? The Man from Snowy River. Oh my gosh. I told him one time, I said, if you watch that movie again, oh my God. That's why I'm glad I have my shed. I can come out here. There's another TV in the house. I can go watch. I'm like, oh my, I cannot watch that over and over and over. He was handsome. I remember Grizzly Adams. Yep. Yep. Where's my How did everybody make it through the full moon? Did it kick your butt? Kick my butt. I like ID too. Yeah. Nope. I like ID too. I don't like what's that one I don't like? I'm not a fan of Fear Thy Neighbor. That's not really I'm not a fan of that one. And there's another one that I don't really care for that they do. I can't remember what it is. But I don't remember if it's ID that used to show these. I'm pretty sure it used to come on. Did anybody watch A Crime to Remember? I love those. I don't know why they don't show those no more. The Man from Snowy River. Yeah, my husband loves that one. Don't he have isn't there a second one? The Man from The Man from Snowy River. Isn't there a second one that goes along with that? I can't remember what it is. Yeah, don't hey Ronnie. Yep. Hmm. The full moon always gives me a headache. This full moon was in Taurus, and then it went into Gemini. Um, but if it's ever in Aries or Capricorn or Pisces, I'm in trouble because. But it always gives me a headache. Always. I am gonna do. You must not have been in here when I was talking about it, Ronnie. I'm sorry. I am gonna do an Idaho for students. I am gonna do one. I was asked. I've had a couple of people ask me, and I've done a couple of small readings just for myself. And so I am gonna. Um, I mean, for me, I feel like it. For me, I feel like it was somebody they know. Um, I do feel it was passion driven. Like it was. It wasn't like uh, they weren't just mad for like, oh, you made me mad today. Yesterday. It was jealousy, passion, kind of thing. So I do believe it was they knew them. I think they all knew them, but they all were not the target. They were not the the reason for it. They were not the one they were after. I hate to put target on there, but the other three just, besides being collateral damage, I kind of feel like they were, well, they didn't want her, they didn't want it to look targeted, so they had them, which is not a reason, but when you're doing stuff like that, you don't, your reason is a good reason according to you. So, but yeah, but yeah. And I think there was two of them. I'm gonna say, I think there was two of them. Yes, I feel like it was two. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Candy. And like I said, I've done this reading a couple of times. I just haven't recorded it, and I'll record it though, and you'll probably hear me say the same. Add this to it. Um, I feel like there's a female that knows something, and when I was doing the reading, I was getting, I don't just read when I do my readings. I don't just read the cards. I get, spirit talks to me, and I get different phrases and words, and so I may add something to the reading that people don't see in the cards because that's what I'm hearing, and feeling. So I feel that there's a girl that she holds the key to the to when I say holds the key, that's what I was getting. She holds the key. So by that, I feel like she knows what happened. Um, I don't know if I want to put involved as the word, but she's part of it, if that makes sense. Um, I also feel like there's something. Um, I don't know if there's something above the third floor. I don't know if there was an attic there, or maybe there's like a little, some houses just have these little bitty storage thing, and you just put a few things up there, but you can't like store things up there. I don't know if there's a full blown attic up there where you can go up in there. I just feel like there's something either the third floor or above the third floor that was put there. I don't know what, but I do feel like there's two people, and I feel like there's a girl that knows a lot about the case that could help them. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, I hate to, because I hate to be disrespectful to anybody that's a victim, and I try to use my words respectfully, and I try not to make, uh, I try not to make them sound like, I don't want to say nothing, but I try to be respectful. I want them to, when I say something like collateral damage, I don't want it to be just like you know what I'm saying? It's sad, but that's, yeah. No, that was an add on. Okay. Yeah. I don't know exactly because I know y'all, this may not seem funny to y'all, but it does to me because when you're reading the cards, you can't say, okay, which one was a target, because in this one specifically, because to be honest, there was three girls, but two of them are blonde headed. So it's like, spirit only sees the girls, but you can't say, well, okay, was it a blonde headed one or brown headed one? Because there was two of them that were blonde headed. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for spirit to tell you exactly which one it was. Um, I do feel like they were killed first. The girls were killed first. What was an add on? Was it something? The third floor was an add on, or there's? Are you saying there's something above the third floor, Dawn? There's something going on with an attic space, or maybe it's not attic. Maybe it's a small space Just like it could be like they're telling me, spirit's telling me attic, but maybe it's like a ceiling tile that they just moved and shoved something in there. You know what I mean? It could be, it doesn't actually have to be an attic, but that's how I received it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's, um, and I don't know why I feel I get the number 8 a lot. I don't know if they're they say there was six roommates, but there was only 5 there. But there was 6 that had there was 6 rooms, I guess, rented out or however you do it. Um, I keep getting 8, the number 8. I don't know if that's 8 people in their, like they had 8 people in their group that they hung out with all the time. Um, or 8 is significant somewhere. I might get the answer the next time I do the cards. The kitchen and the 3rd floor was an add-on. That's a weird built house. I mean, it's just a weird built house. I only seen it once, and I can't remember because I try not to watch the videos because I don't like the information coming in to mess with my reading when I'm reading. I don't like that. So I try to not watch the videos, but I think when I was going through YouTube, somebody had on theirs, they had just a big shot of the house, like from a distance. And I was like, why is that house so weird shaped? So that may be why it's so weird shaped, because they've added the kitchen and the 3rd floor was an add on. Okay. The 1st floor and living room is the original house. Okay. And then there's like, what is it? Do they call it a sub basement? Is that I know what a sub basement is. My sister in law had one in her house, or has one in her house, and you can put a few things in it, but it's not like a finished. She's got like a finished basement, and then right off the finished basement, she's got like a little sub basement. So there could be a crawl space on the top floor. That's true. There could be. I'm getting I'm getting attic, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a huge attic. Okay. It's a weird house. They used every opportunity to make money off. Yeah, that by looking at it, you can tell that. Being in college house, yep. I bet you're right, Cotton. I bet you're right, because I guess it was originally, because it probably was originally a home, like a family home, and then they moved and decided they could do that with it. But I don't know how many rooms are in the house. I don't know why I keep getting 8. I don't think there's 8 bedrooms there. I think there's only 6, but 8 it keeps coming up for some reason. Maybe I'll figure out the next time I do a reading. Going nuts. Yeah. See, and that's the other thing when I do my missing videos, and sometimes I get very strongly the person that I feel is responsible. And I try to go around it, but say it. So I'm not fully accusing somebody. Like in Summer's case, I can't get around that because it is what it is in Summer's case. Um, but in most of the other cases, I try not to point my finger, but I try to go around it. And then, people watching can maybe try to say, oh, that's what she's saying. You know what I mean? So I try not to do that because I don't, I can totally be wrong, and I could be saying an innocent person, and I don't want to do that. But if I say it in a video, I strongly, strongly feel it, and I try not to accuse, outright accuse. One, okay, so there's 6, 3 bedrooms, I believe, one of each. Okay. 2 bedrooms on each floor. Living room was also on the second. See, that's what was people were trying to describe the house to me, and they were like, "No, the living room's on the second floor," and I'm like, "Okay, so is there a basement that's considered the first, like a finished basement? Do they consider that the first floor? You know what I mean? Because is the kitchen on the second floor too?" So that's what I was saying. That's why I was confused about the house. No, Summer has not been found. No, she has not. She will. She has not been found. No. Yeah, because my sister-in-law had like what they call a tri-level, I guess. So when you walked in, it was the living room, and to your right after in the foyer going down is her basement. If you go up, it was her kitchen and all the bedrooms, and then on the second level was her living room, and then on the third level was her finished basement. Yeah. But this one, I guess, was so crazy built because it was built for college students, is what I'm guessing. They, like Candy said, they did it to rent it out for, because I'm assuming the kitchen and the living room is like common space, like everybody can meet there and hang out, and everybody used the same kitchen, and so I'm assuming that's the common space was like they had to all share the living room and the kitchen. Yeah, my sister in law's house was hers is in Missouri though, and so when you walked in, like it's just the living room, and then you go down to the basement or up, and that's where your kitchen, living room, your kitchen, dining room, and then all your bedrooms are at. I forget what she called it. Unless she called it a tri level, split level. I forget what they called it. Oh yeah, you would think. I guess. Well, I guess so because you've already got. You don't have to pour foundation and clear land, and I guess yeah, that makes sense. But that is my plans for my next. I'm doing the Idaho 4, and then I'm going to do. I've got the Native American one that I wanted to do. The on the man missing. He's 36. He just went missing too, so I've been trying to wait a little bit. Because I know sometimes like they're found, and it could be they just wanted to get away or something. So I try not to do them too early. Um, he went missing. Got it written down. See, he just went missing November 10th. So he just been missing 30 days today, a month today. Um, so I was hoping within that 30-day time frame, he might have came back or said, I just wanted to get away or something. But I plan to do Idaho 4. I'm going to do a second one on summer. Actually, I'm going to do 3 on summer, 2 more on summer. Um, I want to do another one on Dylan Rounds. I just feel like I need to do another one on him. And then if there is any case that has come up that you're interested in, you want me to do a reading on, I will. It doesn't have to be a new case. It could be an old case, new case. Um, I'm not. Um, I don't have any limits on how old the case is. I don't mind doing it. Um, so just send me. Um, I like to put the light on the Native American people that are missing because they don't on their cases. Um, I don't believe enough attention gets put on it. And I know that I realize that when I do missing videos, all it's just not like all these important people see it. But if it's shared or if I get so many views, then maybe it'll bring awareness, or it'll somebody will say, "Oh well, let's look further into this case. Let's look back into it. Let's see if there's any leads have come up." You know what I mean? It may, if nothing else, it brings awareness, and that's mainly what I want, is awareness to be brought to missing people. Try levels. Okay. Yep. Split levels. Yep. I think it's all the same. I think it just depends on where you live. We don't really have those here in Louisiana. I mean, most people just say 2-story, 3-story, or because we don't have a lot of things like basements here because our sea level's not very. I mean, I'm only 140 feet above sea level where I'm at, so I don't have a basement. That's true, depending on your experience. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. Well, I have been on here an hour. Is there anything anybody like to say before I go? You're right. We would have a swimming pool. Right, because we would have to, if we had a basement, we would have to put a sub pump in there to pump out all of the water that seeps through the walls. I mean, 140 feet above sea level is not very far above sea level. You can't. By the time you dig a basement, you're going to be what, 30 foot into that. Yeah, and I wonder if you could, like, y'all could almost store stuff, right, inside a mountain because of the climate. Right. Yep. Most of Louisiana is. Yep. Hmm. We always got our feet wet out here in Louisiana. Somewhere, somewhere there's water. Somewhere there's water. Ronnie, you have a great weekend too. Oh, there goes Jay. I don't know if y'all hear him. I don't know if y'all could hear him. No, there's whales all around here. Yep. Jay might not have been loud enough for y'all to hear him. He just brayed. Oh, you heard him? Okay. Yep. Sometimes when I'm talking to rabbit holes on here, he'll come right. If I have my blind up and he knows him, he'll come like right there and just barrel out. And I'm like, dude, he's just staring at me through the window. Like, I see you in there. I know you're in there, and I don't know why you're not feeding me. That's the kind of look I'm getting. It's a little early too. He's calling for supper early. I guess he's tired, he ain't gonna wait no longer. He's like, because it's only 3:15, so and usually 4 is when they get fed, but I guess he's tired today. He ain't wanting to wait. It's like, no, y'all gonna. I'm getting old. I need to be fed early. I wish Duke was louder because he starts out with a neigh and ends with a bray, and he's not very loud. And I'm like, bless him. He's not gonna get. He's not gonna get any louder because he's already 4. So I don't think he's gonna get any louder. I think he's where he's gonna. If I can ever catch him and record it, yeah, he's like, shut up and feed me because they get sweet feed every day. They have hay and they live in a pasture and and they have that stuff. But they get every day they get sweet feed. So they know it's coming. So they're ready. They're all probably all standing out there mean mugging the gate. Just Jay. He's the only one out there standing at the gate. I love it though. My neighbor, I have a neighbor because I have over 6 acres, and then there's a nothing on either side. There's hay field on this side of me, cornfield on that side, and behind me is a cow pasture. And then there's a little road down this way. So way in the back like back 40 back there, past my 6 acres, is a guy that lives in a house, and there's nobody around him but me. And one day I seen him at the firecracker stand, and he's like, every morning I hear your donkey at 4 o'clock braying. He wakes me up. This is like a teenager. He's like 17, 18. I said, well, then we're even because every other day you're out in the pasture competition shooting at targets. So guess what? We are now even. Yep. Yeah, it's like not very loud. It's like raspy, like he's got a cold or something. And I'm like, are you ever going to get loud enough for everybody to hear you? And this guy lives like, so I have 6 acres, and then there's another 10 behind me. So he's at least 15, 20 acres behind me and over, and he hears Jay at 4 o'clock in the morning. He did have the nerve to talk about my ass like that, Donkey. He did. I told him, I said, well, every morning at 4 o'clock, I will be showing my ass. I am sorry, but my ass will be showing out every morning at 4. I hope you are happy. Oh, he did. He had the nerve to tell me I was showing my ass was showing out. Yep, every morning, 4 o'clock. Oh, I'm like, it's okay. That ass keeps things out of my. He keeps. There ain't nothing in that pasture. Nothing will come after them horses because he is not going to allow it. We don't even get any raccoons or possums or anything out there very often. I've been out here in my shed and I smell a skunk and I'm like, and bad. I mean, like a polecat has done got scared or stepped on or something. Because Jay has probably, because I'll hear a bray and then I'll smell it. And I'm like, oh my God, Jay's done either stepped on a polecat or ran one off, scared the spray out of him or something. So now I got to wait and make sure there's no skunk out there before I leave because Jay scared the snot out of him. So I don't worry about my horses because I know Jay and the mule, they're not going to let nothing get to the horses. They are. Yep. Those and guineas. My guinea, well, I got one left. The others died. He will let me know if something's in the yard. You will hear him. Him and Jay. You'll hear both of them. Yeah, they'll stomp on them if they get if anything gets in the pasture and they get near the horses, he'll stomp them. Yes, they do. Although he made my husband mad, my husband had transplanted a type of willow tree, and he took it out there and lined it against the far back so it would put shade back there. And Jay pulled every one of them down and ate every leaf off of them. Now they're just twigs. My husband's like, that damn donkey. It's like, what the? He ate my willow tree. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yes, mine are loud too. They will let you know. They will let you know. And they keep snakes out of your yard too. Guineas do. They will keep snakes out of your yard. I don't. I've had problems with snakes, but they're the really big ones. They're probably like the guineas are probably like, nope. We'll keep all the snakes out of your yard, but you on your own with that one because that snake's huge. Yeah, they donkeys don't play. They are not. He's never tried to kick any of us, but they don't. They're not scared of a whole lot. But I seen Duke. He's the mule. I've never seen him. I've never seen him do this till the other day. I came out to my shed and I looked over there and I'm like, what is that mule doing? He was sitting on his butt like a dog. He was sitting on his butt with his paws, with his legs out like this. You know how the dogs will sit on their butt and then they have their legs in front of. I'm like, he looked like a gigantic stuffed horse sitting there on his butt. He was sitting on them haunches and just had them legs out in front of him. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I've never seen him sit like that before. So he got up and the other horse had been messing with him. So I guess he sat down because he was tired of the other horse messing with him. And I asked my husband, he's like, yeah, mules do that. He said, mules, he said, that's the only thing I've seen other than dogs sit like that. He said, but a mule will sit like that. Yeah, yeah. He was like, you're on your own with that snake, Mama. I'm not. I don't have. We have snow geese, what we call snow geese. They fly here for the winter. They're flying through right now, but I don't have any geese. Yeah, roll all over the place. Yeah, especially after you give them you wash them down because they got mud caked all over them. And that's when they go roll. I'm like, really? After I brushed you and you look so nice. Yes, like the donkey on Winnie the Pooh. Yes, that's how he was sitting, Ronnie. That's perfect. I was like, what is he doing? I have never seen him. And he was just rolling on them haunches. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? So I told my husband that, and he's like, yeah, donkeys will sit, or mules sit like that. I don't know. That was the fun. If I can ever catch him doing it again, it's like, what the hell? Oh, them think guineas will eat anything that jumps, moves. I mean, They they hit them guineas are forever finding with their head on the ground pecking at something. I usually don't have any problems with snakes, like I said, until that great big one got in the hen house, and they were like, "You're on your own. We're not helping you with that. He's too big. That snake is too big." That snake was probably a good. It was probably 7 or 8 feet long because my husband's right at 6 foot, and he held it up, and it was longer than him. It was a cottonmouth. Bye, Claudia. We're fixing to go here too. We just got to talking about the donkeys and the horses and the sitting on their butts. But that's the perfect explanation, Ronnie, of how he was sitting. I wish I'd have thought about that. Yeah, just like Winnie the Pooh one. Thank y'all for joining me today. Thank you. Hanging out. Oh, I know. And those a lot of those are from people buying them and then they get too big and they just let them go. They just let them go. I just seen something come in to my PayPal. So, I will not say the name, but if you sent me something, let me know and I'll give you a reading. Yeah, that thing was huge. He was I'm pretty sure it was a cottonmouth. Pretty sure that's what I remember him saying. It was a cottonmouth. There it is. I just got a PayPal, so I want to make sure that I get the reading in before I go. And find my card. Cards do I need? These are these. Well, mm, okay. I just received a PayPal, so let me know who gets the reading. And I got to get my I don't want to say the name. I don't want to say the name. This happened before, and I never did find out who it was, and I felt really bad because nobody said anything. Raise your hand. Yep. I need to get some oracle cards. Well, I just received one in PayPal, so I don't know if anybody in here did it. Sent something to PayPal. I don't want to say the name because then because a lot of people don't use their real name, so I don't want to say it. So if you sent me a PayPal or it come through PayPal, so if you sent me a PayPal, let me know and I'll do a reading for you. If not, I don't know where it came from. I don't think it came from Cotton Candy. And I think she's in here, but I don't think it came from her. Okay. It came, yeah, that's how I know. So it came to PayPal. I thought it might be you, but I didn't want to say anything. What kind of reading do you want? Do you like? Do you want a general? Do you want a love reading? Do you want like a general would be like what's coming up in the weeks coming up, or a love reading, it could be a specific reading. You could be asking me for something specific, a specific question. And thank you very much, Becky. Shuffle these while Okay. Do you want just a general, like what's coming up in the week coming up, or is there like something coming up you want to ask about? Job question, anything like that? Whatever you want. Shuffle these around there. And these are a new deck of cards that I've had. I've had them for a little while, but I haven't used them a lot because they're not just tarot cards. They're also like your life number cards, like your life in numbers. It's kind of hard to see exactly how they put it, but I'm still learning about it, so I haven't used them in that direction. But you can use them as regular. I use them as regular tarot cards, but it's so it's like your blueprint, like your birthday and what the number, like when you find your number, what your number means and how you line them up and everything. And I haven't perfected that yet. So health and wellness. Okay. So with the health and wellness, I can do a general on that. So I guess with the health and wellness, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not in the medical field. So I can't give you advice like that. I can just give you a general on your like a general on your health, if you want to do that. Or I can give you like a general on what's coming up in December, but if you want it on that, I can do that. I just can't give you like diagnoses and stuff like that. The general says yes. Okay. All right. Let's do it. And these cards are really pretty. They're really pretty. I don't know if you can see the gold on the side. Or gold on the outside. Really pretty. And this is really hard, so it's probably a while before I learn how to do the blueprint colors. That's too many people. Okay. So I gave you 5 cards because there's if I pull cards for you and I have a question about one of the 3 that I pull for you, then I will clarify it. So there's 5 cards here, and then there is a oracle card here. So the first card I got is the 5 of Cups. Now, when I do the general, if I put general just in general in here, sometimes Spirit will include health in there. Sometimes it will just include a general about your week coming up. Sometimes they won't tell me anything about health. They'll tell me, they may give me like a little tidbit about like somebody's stomach hurts or they don't feel good, but sometimes they won't give me that because sometimes Spirit says you don't need to know. And they will tell you that. But this is a good reading. The first card is the 5 of Cups. You see how she's standing there? She's got cups that are spilled. These 3 cups right here are spilled, but she's got these over here. So it's kind of like there's things that have happened that you can't change and you can't let go. You have to let go of those because you got to concentrate on what you do have. So it's saying don't miss the big picture. Don't concentrate on what you can't change. Make sure you take what you have and build on it because there is something there for you to build on. It's just that sometimes when we lose something and then we gain something else, we can't see what we gain because we're too concentrating on what we lost. So don't concentrate on that. Let that go. I do have chakra cards. I do use them. Yep. But it's saying not to focus on that because you can't change that. That's over. So try to focus on what you have and try to balance it because the 2 of Pentacles is about balance. See how she's balancing those out? So it's like you can balance it out and you're trying to balance it out. It's just a matter of letting go of what you can't change and put all your efforts into what you have. And you can balance it out because the Magician's here, and that's a good card. The Magician says that says that you have lots of choices, and it's also when the Magician comes in, because it's the number 1 arcana card, so it's like you are in control of everything. You don't always feel like you're in control of everything, but you are because you learn how to balance it out for yourself. And so when the Magician comes in, you're controlling that. You can control it and balance it out and make it work. So Spirit's saying don't worry about what you lost or what can't be fixed or what's behind you, worry about what's in front of you, because you can make it work. You can balance it out. But they are saying that you've been maybe not sleeping, losing a little sleep, and worrying. So try not to do that. Spirit saying that try not to worry. You've been worried about this up here. So don't worry about that. Because that is affecting you a little bit. I feel like it's just not sleeping and just not getting enough rest and tossing and turning. So don't let that worry you and keep you from doing the things you want to do. Because the Knight of Cups comes in here. The Knight of Cups is it's emotions. So it's cups. It's water. It's emotions. So the Knight of Cups is normally someone that is very good at helping people. He's very nice. He's very heartfelt. Like he does a lot of things using his emotion. He don't. Some people don't put their emotion into things, but the Knight of Cups does. And once they have you where they're helping you and they want to help you, they're very dedicated. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So I feel like there's somebody around you like that that's very dedicated to you. Let me see. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Let's asking. Oh, 2 cards. Okay. So the Emperor, I asked why is the Knight of Cups here? Because the Emperor figure, like a mentor, like a sometimes they're authoritative figure. The Emperor is a very wise person. So I kind of feel like there's somebody in your life like that. Some that are very wise, that cares about you, that does care about you. So they're kind of, there's Tinsel. They're kind of emotionally there for you. And then the Moon comes in as like sometimes it seems like, see if you get it right there. I'm trying to get around her and it. The Moon can be about things that aren't quite clear to you yet. So I kind of feel like something's going to come out that you're going to find out about. Not that it's bad, but just things are like you're going to see things differently, is what I mean. Because sometimes we just see just the light in front of us. We can't see what's around us. But when the Moon comes in there, it's like you have to kind of take everything around you in. Don't just have tunnel vision. Don't just have tunnel vision. Look around you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Look around you. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Look around you. Kind of open your mind a little bit. Think out of the box a little bit. Get out of that straight, narrow path and kind of venture out a little bit. Okay, so your oracle card is courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong. Is that strong? Yeah, set strong boundaries. So that again, that's don't worry. Isn't that a pretty card? See here? Have I got it in there where you can see it? There it is. So Spirit is saying, you've got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't lose sleep. Don't be tired. Don't be depressed over it, because whatever this is, you can make it work, because you're in control of it. Just think outside of the box a little. I don't want to say narrow-minded, because I don't feel like you're narrow-minded, but don't just look down that one path. Kind of think around it, out of it a little bit. Little girl. Does that sound close to any? Can you resonate to that, Becky? Does it sound like any close to anything? Little girl, you're sitting on my cards. Hmm? Okay. Listen, I am not in your space. You're in mine. I know. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Good. Good. I'm. I just keep hearing just not that you're narrow minded, just to look, maybe think outside the box a little. But I do feel like somebody very close to you is genuine. They're actually close to you and helping you. So don't worry. So it's a little bit of health in there. Don't worry. Don't be losing sleep. Don't stress. It's hard to I mean, it's easy for me to say it, and it's harder not to do it. I do. Let me show you, Ronnie. I have some chakra cards. I can show them to you. Ow, little girl. These are my oracles. Um, See, they're color coded for the chakra, like the red and the green. And these are oracles, so I can use these sometime. And then I do have these are the psychic tarot oracle deck, and then I have another deck. I think. Oh, here they are. Here's my other ones. And these are um, these. And these are real pretty too. This is the front of the card, which is really pretty. But like, this is the Emperor. So this would be the blue chakra. And then like the Seven of Cups. So I'll use these in the next time I come on here. I'll use these. She's look, Tinsel this is the least probably she's been up here today. Normally she walks all through here and makes her presence known, and normally she's found her way to the window, though. I think one of the dogs is out there by the thing and she wants to chase it. Right, be open minded. Yep. It's sometimes because sometimes spirit only knows certain words like to put in my head for me to tell, and I try to find another words sometimes because some people aren't narrow minded. They just don't always look outside the box. You know what I mean? And so, thank you. I have probably about 40 decks, probably that of Oracle and tarot, because I've been buying cards before I had my channel. I was buying cards for a while, and I was studying and learning and doing my mediumship. So I've had time, to collect them here and there. The ones I was using today are these, the Relative Tarot, and I like these because they're kind of like ancestor cards, and I like to use those um, when I do ancestor readings and different things. I like to use those. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you. I hope that was good for you, Becky. Like you resonated with it. And sometimes when I read, they're not. I may give a reading that isn't like you may think. Well, I don't recognize any of that. Sometimes they tell me things ahead of time, so I may do a reading for you, and it may not happen like for a week or two. Sometimes that does happen. It hasn't happened a lot, but it has happened where people's like, oh, and they've contacted me like a couple of weeks later and say, oh my gosh, this happened. So, but most of the time it's stuff that already happened and stuff that's going to. But sometimes I do get um, things that are going to happen. Sometimes that does happen. Good, good. I'm glad you could relate to that. Good, good. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Let me grab. Let's do a before we go. Let's do a oracle card for just everybody that's in here. Just pull a card and a collective oracle card. These are, I forgot to show you these. These are oracles of the unicorn. If Tinsel will let me show you. That's what these are. And the front of them look like this. Yes. Do you approve, Tinsel? Hmm? Can I do one more card for everybody? Can I do one more card? Thank you. There we go. Oh, so it says intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use deviation tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. The print is so tiny, but that's pretty. So, everybody, trust your intuition. Hello, Brighter Days. How are you? Hello, hello. Brighter Days is so sweet. I can't believe she's Robin's sister. I cannot. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. That was a pretty card, wasn't it? I like those because they're just they're just under the size too big where I can still shuffle them. Did you hear what I said? I said I can't believe that's Robin's sister. Well, I have been on here almost 2 hours. I've taken enough of y'all's time today. Um, but I plan on going live next week also. Um, next week, let me see, what is this? It was the 17th. Yep. It'll be Saturday or Sunday, either one. Um, probably be Saturday. And then the next week in is Christmas Eve. And then the next is New Year's Eve, which we don't go out and party. So um, I don't. I'll probably go live on the 31st. We don't go anywhere and party. I mean, I don't. We don't do that. So we'll go. We'll probably try it on the 31st and see how it comes. Oh no, Nikki, did they lose? They're canceling Christmas. Oh no. What? They lost. Who they lose to? Dang. Dang, men's. Can't get them to listen. Since I got hair on my face. Hello, Crime Curious. Hello. She's the daggone Frenchman. Was it like a low score though? I mean, they didn't really like beat him like 3-0 or nothing like that, did they? Nikki's like, why are you talking? I don't want to talk about this. It's so traumatic, and you're asking me all these questions. Why are you asking me all these questions? Right. Crime curious, right? You know, intuition, you have to listen to it because it's not going to steer you wrong. And it's hard sometimes to listen to your intuition because that's not what you want to do. But man, I've learned the hard way not to listen to it. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Don't repeat what Nikki said. They played better and deserved it. Well, that they didn't bring their A team, did they? Now, boys did not bring their A team. They brought their B team and they lost. Damn. See, you did. Men's. I don't care what nobody says. They're up and down more than we are sometimes, I think. Good, Claudia. I'm glad you had a good time today. Well, maybe next year. Man, don't you hate that? I hate that when people say that. Maybe next year. Man, when the Saints lose, it ruins my whole day. So that tells you I've had a lot of ruined days this season. You missed it all. Oh, that's okay, brighter days. You can go back and watch. Oh, you're welcome, Becky. I'm glad you came and I'm glad you enjoyed it and hung out. Sometimes we just babble and talk about anything. We just talk and talk. And then sometimes there's lots of readings. But either way, I like it. I like hanging out with everybody. And that's what we enjoy doing on here is talking about different things and hanging out and sharing stuff. So, oh, I know. I know. It's fun. It's more fun to interact, isn't it? I agree. Yeah. We do have asses in common, Becky. That's right. We do. We do have asses in common. You'll have to tell me your ass's name. Brighter Days is like what? What is? Why are we talking about asses? I've sent videos to rabbit holes, and I know Running Gray Wolf of Jay just braying and running and braying all the way across the field. It's hilarious. Okay, ready? Yeah, ready. Oh, because you have quite a few asses. I think you have more asses than I do. I think, and they are very smart. Uh, Regardless of what people say, they are very smart. Donkeys are very smart. It should be donkeys don't forget like elephants don't forget because donkeys don't forget. I think Becky's typing her ass's names on here. We'll give her a few more minutes. She has a few more asses than I have. Yep, there they come. Angus Al. Oh, I got it. I got an Angus. Angus Alvin Festus. I love that. Felicia Fiddlesticks. Oh, Fancy Beauregard Zach. Winter Winnie Wallace. Wasted. And Jack Benny. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. All of mine are S's. Duke and Jay are the Donkey and the Mule. And then there's Duchess and Sundance. Those are the mayors. And then uh, Little Bit and Luke are the other two. Um, I cannot. I don't know. Is there a reason his name was wasted? I mean, I don't. I don't did he just look? Did he just look wasted after he was born, or what? Oh, I like Festus though. That's pretty cool. Those are funny. Oh, I love those. Oh, because he wastes hay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Lays in it, rolls in it. Yeah, yeah. Just like cows. Cows do the same thing. They sleep in it, roll in it, lay in it, poop in it. Those are great. I'm telling you, those are great names. I like those names, and they fit donkeys. I mean, you can't name a donkey. Jay came with his name. That was his because I rescued him, so he already had that was his name already. But oh my gosh, donkeys are awesome. I'm just gonna tell you, I love my donkey. My donkey has the cross. Do yours have a cross, Becky, on their back? Oh my! I cannot. Yeah, you do need them at cabin time. You sure do, because of the smell and the afterbirth and all. Definitely, yes, you do. Yes, you definitely need them. I agree. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, and those Angus are huge. Those Angus are huge. Random, yeah, yeah. Jay has the cross on his back, and even Duke. Duke is the mule. Um, he has it. You can see it on his back too. He did get the cross from his dad, which I was really excited about. I was like, "Yay, he got a cross on his back." Yeah, the hay ring you put it in. Yeah, I know. I love those names. Yeah, they will. Yeah, you have to watch the when Duchess had Sundance. Jay was there with her, standing beside her. Right, exactly, Becky. Yep, yep. And when Sundance was born, we found her. She was born in the barn, and I knew she was going to be strong from the day we found her because we found her after a storm Saturday before Easter. So she was born in the barn, and that's on one side of the pasture. And when we found her, she was on the other side of the pasture in a big, because she was born the time when all the yellow flowers were out. So yellow flowers were all over the pasture. So she was in a little pile of yellow flowers, just laying in the flowers. And Duchess was standing there, and Jay was standing there with her, and she had walked from the barn across the pasture to the other side and was laying in those flowers. So I knew she was going to be a strong horse because was just born. So I picked her up, and my husband led Duchess so we could get them back into the barn because we wanted her back in the barn and clean hay, and so Duchess could feed her and she could get strong and grow. But I knew she was going to be a strong horse when I said she's strong for walking that far. And I picked her up and carried her, um, and put her in the barn. And she's pretty. She's strong and pretty. And yep, she was laying all in those flowers. She was so. I'm like, man, hey, that's just like out of a storybook. You just walk up and the baby's like laying in yellow flowers, and Mama's standing there. So. But we put them in a stall with fresh hay and everything so Mama could take care of them. I don't know. It's the type of donkey they are. Okay, God's blessing. Yep, that's what it means. Yep. Not all donkeys have those, but yeah, it's a beautiful cross too. It starts at the top of their neck, mane of their neck goes down their back all the way almost to their tail. Um, butt to the top of their butt where their tail starts, and then goes over their shoulders. It's really pretty. And Sundance came to me when I saw her. That's the first name that popped in my head, and that's the name she got. So that's why she got Sundance. Yep. Because it definitely wasn't pretty that day. It was storm. It had been storming. People are like, "Oh, name her Stormy," and I'm like, "No, that's stupid. I am not naming her Stormy." So I named her Sundance. So. Okay, everybody. I am going to go now, and Tinsel is looking out the window. Oh, Jay was too. Um, uh, he supposedly, no, you cannot love on the computer. Supposedly, he was being mean to the cows, but when we found him, he had two big old bite marks out of his butt. He had a bite mark up here. His feet were messed up, and his tail was messed up. And it took us we bag bomb and spray stuff, and we got him well. You could still see like there's still a scar here where you see where he had a bite mark, but I don't think he was the mean one. I think the cows were mean to him. Yeah, it does take a long time. Yep. Jay was the same way. But now it's been like 5 years, so now he's like he knows he struts. He knows it. Yeah, his butt. I mean, my husband's like, there is no way he was mean to them cows. There is just no way. And he's a mini donkey. So he was probably picked on by the horses and everything else. Oh my gosh, my husband does that because he was raised on a farm, and it kills his back because they're all minis. So he's got to he's got to bend over a lot further than a regular, a big horse. Yeah. Yep. It takes him a couple of days to get all the horses done. Yep. Yep. And they're a little bit different than regular horses because they're, their hooves are so big and they're tall, and he has to really bend over for those minis. All right, everyone, leave me a message if you think of any um, cases you want done. I'm going to do the Idaho 4 and summer. I don't know when they'll be uploaded because it takes forever and a day here out in the boonies to get anything loaded. It took me 2 days to get the last one uploaded on Roseblock. So, but drop it in one of the comments or send me a message, and I'll do the case for you if you want me to. Don't you do it, little girl. She's fixing to head out that door. He don't like to sit on the stool because some of the horses don't like to stand. They still have a hard time standing because their feet were never done until he came here. So he can't sit on a stool with them because one of them don't like his feet done at all. So he's got to be standing up at all times. So, but thank you for joining us, Becky. Thank you for the PayPal, and thank you for joining the little crew here. We have a good time, and we don't always talk about the same thing, but we always talk. That's one thing we always do is talk. So y'all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. Stay safe, stay cool, stay warm, stay dry, and I will talk to you later. Thank you, Nikki. I'm sorry about your team. I know the hurt and the pain. Yes, fairy work is hard. Yep. Thank y'all for joining me, spending time with me today, taking time out of your day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Love y'all.